Hello, everyone. Matt Latham here, director of the Ramsey Library. In my last video, I talked about the top 10 action movies that are available on our digital streaming service, Hoopla. Hoopla is available on our website, free with your library card. You can get streaming movies, TV, music, ebooks, comics, all kinds of stuff. Just go to ramseylibrary.org and click on digital collections. So with that said, in my last video, we looked at good movies that you can find on Hoopla. Although, just like any streaming service, there are plenty of questionable movies that are available on there. But sometimes these can be fun to watch because either they're something that you remember when you were younger and they're just fun to watch, or they're so ridiculous and over the top that maybe it's just fun to watch them anyway and just see how bad and silly they are. And so, what I thought in looking through all the different movies for action picks, I found a lot of titles that look like clear winners for some terrible and ridiculous movies. So I thought I'd share them with you so you can take a look or just enjoy in looking at them for your own amusement. So, first of all, if you're into any kind of shark-based action movie or shark-based horror movie, well, Hoopla has quite a lot available for you. So, one series that I put both in my things to watch and in this series, is also Sharknado. So, it can fit into both categories, but they do have all six Sharknado movies for your shark tornado whatever pleasure. So all Sharknado movies available and one Sharknado soundtrack. Not sure why. All available on Hoopla. But they also have a plethora of other shark-based action slash horror movies. And they all have pretty fantastic titles. So let's take a look. We have Two-Headed Shark Attack. Two is better than one, right? Santa Jaws. Some good writing there. Megalodon. Well, everyone, you look at the ancient species of Megalodon, of course, you're going to make a movie about it. Avalanche Shark. They come in avalanches as well. Ozark Sharks. I think that there was a wordplay going on here or something, and it didn't quite work, but they decided to invest enough into a movie anyway. So, Ozark Sharks available. Zombie Shark. Why not? You have to have a zombie shark. And here's potentially my favorite, Shark Kansas. So the first word is shark and Kansas put together. Shark Kansas Women's Prison Massacre. That's right. So that one clearly must have a 5-star rating. Um, so any of the shark movies, they're available. There's some other fantastic movies though. Some of them I've seen, and I just know that they're just gems that you may want to take a look at just for a total escape silliness in this day and age. In this time, you might want to try them out. Here's a few of them. So one that is amazing is No Holds Barred. So No Holds Barred is a 19, let's see, I think it's 91. It's right around that time. Stars Hulk Hogan, basically as himself, as a wrestler named Rip Thomas. And he also stars Tiny Lister, who was in the Friday series and a few other things. So here's the crazy plot. When World Wrestling Champion Rip refuses to join a competing network, an evil executive creates a new program, The Battle of the Tough Guys, where rules don't exist and men engage in an all-out brawl for money. So this movie is insane. It is really terrible, but it has some amazingly bad lines. It was written by Vince McMahon. It was made by WWF at the time, and it is just filled with like toilet humor and just bad writing, uh, just ridiculous circumstances and situations. And there are other wrestlers that if you know anything of wrestling, you'll see other wrestlers that pop up in the movie. It is really not a good movie, but it does have some really ridiculous lines, and it is worth it if you want to have a good laugh at just how bad it is. So, Tiny Lister versus Hulk Hogan. And by the way, after this movie was made, they took they brought Tiny Lister in to the WWF, the Wrestling Federation. He was an actor, but they, based upon this movie, tried to write the movie plot into wrestling plots in WWF. That really didn't work out either. But the whole thing makes for a hilarious story. So, no holds barred, really lowbrow, like tasteless humor, but kind of amusing if you want a good laugh. So, no holds barred, Hulk Hogan at his finest. Another one that, and some of these, so that one I've seen, but a lot of these I haven't. Here's one, another Wolfcop. So apparently there is a first Wolfcop, but this is the second one. I think only the second one is available, so you'll have to catch up on the plot, I guess. Um, a year has passed since the Dark Eclipse transformed hard-drinking officer Lou Garou into an infamous into a werewolf crime fighter, essentially. And the taglines are more fur and fang fury than ever before, and dirtier, hairier. So, yeah, there's that one. No idea how good that is. Gets 4.5 stars, 16 reviews. Who knows? Maybe it's a gem. Let's take another one. Oh, this one's, again, I have seen this one, and this one's just a ridiculous movie that was a mainstream movie. A lot of these are B movies, but not this one. You may remember the 1992's Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, a wonderful and ridiculous comedy with Sylvester Stallone and Estelle Getty. That's right, Estelle Getty from Golden Girls. And the cover of the movie has Estelle Getty like shooting a giant gun, and it just looks so silly. So, 1992, Sylvester Stallone, Estelle Getty, guns. Yeah, I think that's all you need to know. So that one available. We also have Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies. And I don't think you need anything else than that, right? That's pretty much all the description you need. Although, if you would like, while the Civil War rages on, President Abraham Lincoln must undertake an even more daunting task, destroying the Confederate undead. Yeah, we didn't need any more description. So there's that. There's also one, I don't even need the description. It's just called Dudes and Dragons. Dudes and Dragons. Enough said. There's also another wrestling-related one. There's two more wrestling-related ones. This one's called The Chaperon, starring Triple H. If you know anything of wrestling, Triple H is in this movie called The Chaperone. An ex-con on the run from his criminal past hides out from those he ratted on by chaperoning a field trip to New Orleans. And it's a bunch of, like, a children's field trip. So, there's that. And if you want more wrestling, because why not? Here's one starring Steve Austin called The Stranger. And I really hope that that is an Albert Camus movie starring Steve Austin. That would be amazing, but not true. It's actually just a ridiculous movie with Steve Austin where he shoots guns and beats up people. So go for that if you'd like. Here's one. If you like snakes on a plane, but we don't have that. We've got snakes on a train, though. Different kind of locomotion, different kind of transportation. Totally different movie. So try it. And finally, we've got one that I really like this particular title. It may be the best title I've found so far. No idea. We're just going to go for it. This one's called Nazis at the Center of the Earth. Who knew? They were there, And here's the description. Researchers in Antarctica are abducted by a team of mass stormtroopers. They are dragged deep underground to a hidden continent at the center of the Earth. Here, Nazi survivors, their bodies a horrifying patchwork of decaying and regenerated flesh, are planning for the revival of the Third Reich. That is writing. Clearly, this should have won an Oscar. Don't know how it didn't. It is available for you to watch anytime on Hoopla. That's all I have for today. I'll come back with some more soon, and I'll come back with some more recommendations in other genres. For now, enjoy and take care.